Hey guys, it's been a while. Um, I just wanted to update you. I did have 75% BAK, 25% PBR. Um, I changed it up a little bit. I put um, this slice 20% and these five stocks. Um, they're all dividend payers. The Suze we know of, I think that's like a lumber company. SBS. Sorry, I'm just yawning. SBS is like it's like a waste company, and I think they're going private. So I think they're not going to be publicly traded very much longer. CPAC, Cement, Echo Petro, and we already know about Petrobras. So I've been getting my ass kicked, and BAK has turned around. I'm still down a little bit. As you can see, I've earned $174 in dividends from BAK, and lost $93 in market gain, but I should still be up slightly, but my buy price is 923, and the price right now is 910. If you recall, we basically tripled down at 6 something, and we were under 20,000 a couple weeks ago. So we basically took a loss into a little bit of a gain. And I added my dividend challengers. I added the CRP, which is like oil rights and oil revenue, kind of like SJT and stuff. And SJT, oh my gosh, is like $5 right now. I might switch my 10 monthly payers, maybe just to SJT, because SJT is just getting killed right now. And remember, it was $15 just last year, and it went all the way down to 5. But BAK, as you can see, since it was at 6 something, basically around when the time I bought it, when it tanked somewhere in this area right here when I bought it. I think I bought it in over here in this area. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean it's just gone straight up, and maybe I should have put that extra 5,000 in BAK, but then all my eggs would have been in one basket, and if I was wrong, I'm out of the game for a while. But yeah, I don't know exactly. Maybe because of this news about Petrobras considers increasing stake, and to me, if they think that it's undervalued, they should be buying it. To me, let's just take a quick look at SJT real quick. and they have got absolutely killed, absolutely hammered, and that was a long time ago. But this doesn't show it, but I remember they were over $15 at one point. Maybe not, but I thought they were over $15 at one point. Um, I mean, I could have swore because they went from 7 to 15, and I basically had double my money. And still says a 21% dividend, but they're not paying hardly shit right now. I mean, they're paying like a penny. They're paying a penny, guys. If you want a penny, sign up. I always love to see all these negative comments. And maybe I'm wrong on SJT, but I think it's going to turn around. Maybe not get back to 15 anytime soon, but hopefully at least it gets back to 10 or so. I mean, that's a long fall. And this is a real small cap thing. 230 million is very small cap. One thing I haven't done, I basically had sold everything and put it all in the main, which I don't know is a good idea or not. That's what this one buy was down here in November. But let's see. If you go to November, I don't know, that's a buck 50, maybe 250, close to 3, 4. Got close to $5, which is pretty good considering I sold all my positions. But as you can see in December, just my dividend from Maine alone was $6.38. So, before we were getting 5, maybe 5. So now we're getting closer to 6 and 7s. So to me, that's progress. And it says I've earned $369 in dividends. But that's probably from 2020, so I'm still down a little bit. Yeah, I'm not sure why this says I'm up. It gets kind of confusing sometimes. Let me see. Bought 27 shares at 40.57. So yeah, I'm up a little bit, a couple bucks a share, which is not a lot. The PE is still below 10, which is good, and dividend is still high, over 6. This is not a small company, a $3.6 billion market cap. So yeah, with SJT taking a big doo-doo, I just wanted something a little more reliable. I didn't want something that was paying me a penny. I didn't want something that was paying me a penny every month. So I just wanted something a little more reliable, and I think that Maine is reliable, and that's why I weighted at 10% here. Of course, I got 75% of my funds basically in BAK, but eventually, and I don't know, maybe I could have sold it today, I guess, and maybe rebalance somewhat, just so I'm not all in on that one company. And I got spread out a little bit, and I'm always constantly changing, constantly doing little tweaks. My blue chips I want to add is, of course, Buffett, Exxon, Microsoft, Oracle, and Google. Those are my big cap companies that, to me, I think it would be kind of like a safety. I do think they're going to go up over time. I mean, that's not going to say in the short term, or they might fall at one point in time or another. But I think Microsoft is big into gaming. Google has all the information in the world at your fingertips. To me, information is power. And from what I hear, Google does an absolutely horrible job of making money. They could do it more efficiently and do a better job. So if that improves, sky's the limit for them. And if they go into space exploration, or they can go to anything they want to. Maybe even spin off YouTube or some of these other things. Sorry, I need a new battery in my smoke detector, and it's making a little tweaking sound. But yeah, with ex-US stocks, weighted 50%, they all pay dividends. The 20 dividend challengers that I picked, they all pay dividends, although not that much. KRP pays a dividend, Maine pays a dividend, The 10 monthly dividends pay a dividend, and Berkshire Hathaway doesn't. Microsoft pays a little fraction. I don't think Google pays anything, but I just wanted to have a little bit of tech exposure, even though they're the big boys. I don't like Apple just because I don't think. I mean, you saw what happened to BlueBerry and all these other phones. They went bankrupt, and I don't think they're going to keep a 30% tariff on every single app that's made around the world on their phone. And I think up until now, the only reason that they have managed to stop some of the competitors is they buy these competitors when they're small companies so they can never grow to be big companies. But I don't like their coziness with China, and I think China will eventually copycat and replace and do exactly what they're doing, except maybe even cheaper and better, and steal all their technology. And plus, I mean, even years ago, I mean, the average person in China only makes $10,000 a year. I mean, who can afford $1,000 of your $10,000 yearly paycheck to go buy a stupid phone? I mean, in America, people can do that because the average salary is $60,000 a year. So a thousand is not that big of a hit, and you might get a $200 trade-in or $300 trade-in or a free phone, or like. It's less of a hit, but BAK is not showing a dividend right now, but although you can see I've got one because they paid one last year, doesn't mean they're going to pay one in the future. Let's just go through some of these. The SBS one, the P ratio is kind of high. The dividend ratio is actually pretty low, but it says privatization just around the corner, so I think this is going to go up, and it's an ugly and it's an ugly industry. It's it's waste and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I love it. I love to buy things that everyone else hates. Then Sue's. The P ratio is 4.4, which is really good. So now, again, this ain't a small company either. It's 14.6 billion market cap. They're paying almost a 3% dividend, which is not great, but some people think that this company could be a little bit undervalued. So that's paper. Of course, we got PBR. We already know about that one. Of course, it's been up, so the dividend's going down a little bit. But we bought it at a good price, so as you can see here, the average buy price is $11.30. And it's at $15.45. So our dividend yield wouldn't be 18; it would actually be in the 20s. CPAC, they're paying almost a 10% dividend. The P ratio is under 10. The market cap is kind of small, 436 million. Again, all these little things. Undervalued. Is this one undervalued? Should value investors buy this one? It's funny, they never write these articles until after I purchase these stocks, and then they write all these articles. Before that, they usually badmouth them, put them on the worst stocks to buy list. But this was a really big company, not as big as, well, actually might be bigger than Petrobras, but this one is in Brazil. No, I think it's in a different country. Let's look real quick. Colombia engages in the exploration, development, and production of crude oil, natural gas, operates in the following segments: exploration and production, transportation and logistics, refining, and petrochemicals. So this is Colombia. But P ratio under 10 to 5. It's got a 20% yield. I mean, if that's true, you basically get your money back in 5 years. Granted, the stock doesn't go up and it just stays at the same price. And then everything after 5 years would be profit. And if you're getting 20% dividends, I mean, you're getting 20% return just off of that. Although you can see I bought it at 13 and it's at 12.26, so we're slightly underwater there. So there, I got BAK at 75%, but I wanted, and who knows if it jumps another 50 cent. I mean, when I bought BAK, I thought it was worth $25, and it might be. And I do think whenever someone's going to buy them out, I think, or take over the 38% ownership, I do think they're going to pay a premium as to what the market price is. So I definitely don't think I could lose money, but, well, I mean, you can always lose money, but I don't think, as far as valuation goes, to me it doesn't really matter what the market thinks. It's what I think the company is worth. If I think the company is worth 25 and it's trading at $6, I mean, to me that's a bargain. That's a 5-bagger. It's 5 times your money, and with very little risk, in my opinion, because there's a competition going on there's a bidding war going on. Who's going to take over that 38% ownership? I mean, they're one of the biggest chemical companies in the world. Let me read it just for anyone else that might be new. Engages in manufactured petrochemicals and other related products. It operates to the following segments: Brazil, U.S., Europe, Mexico. Production and sale of chemicals, supply of electricity, production and sale of PE, the U.S. and Europe. Segment involves production, operation, and sale of polypropylene in the United States and Germany. The Mexico segment comprises production, operation, and sale of ethylene, high-density polyethylene, low-density polyethylene. The Mexico company was founded in Brazil. I don't like their description. Um, this is why I bought it. It has all these things and these chemicals. I don't know if you can see all these butanide, butene, benzene, toluene, xylenes, um, something ether, something, cumin, something that looks like aquatics and acrobatics and hydrogenated solvents and all this technical scientific jargon. Um, how many other companies in the world do this? That are selling at a P of 2 and that we're paying like a 20% dividend. Let me see. And the problem when I hit these links is sometimes it's like not in English. Yeah, not in English. But I think I went through this before. I just will breeze through it again. Um, I may be dumb, but to me, this is a good presentation. Although, like I said again, I wish it was in English and but anyway, I mean, if you want to read more about it or um, this is one reason right here. Leader in the production of thermoplastic resins in the Americas and sixth largest producer of thermoplastic resins in the world. World leader in biopolymers with production capacity of 200 whatever that is. They're green friendly, which everybody loves. Everybody loves little tree huggers. Consistent generation of operating cash. And when I first looked at this company, it had one of the lowest um, free cash flow of, of anyone that I looked at. So they're even doing something good for the world too. At the same time, they're making money. But you may not feel the same way, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. Time will find out. But when I bought it a couple of months ago at 6, that was a good, like around here. When I tripled down, that looked like to be a good buy. Um, yeah, I could have stuck the whole kit and caboodle in there and bought another 5,000. Put another 5 grand in there, but and made I don't know, $3 a share. I don't know how many shares I would have been able to get for 5 grand at 6.30. Let me see. Almost 800 shares. So 800 shares times, well, not quite $3. Let me see. 906 minus 630. So maybe $2.70 times 800 shares would have been $2,160 profit on those shares. But as you know, my average buy price is 9.25 or 9. So I would have actually been in the profit. If I had gone all in, but PBR went up, so I made money on that one, and luckily this one turned around, and hopefully it keeps going up. Perhaps if it starts to go down, maybe I will consider selling. At a little bit of a loss. I don't know yet what I'm going to do. I haven't really paid attention or been watching it. The only reason I knew it went up was one of my other friends had bought PBR, and I told him I was 75% invested in BAK, and he was telling me that BAK went up, one day it went up, I want to say 8% or something. I don't know if it was this day right here on that one news, went from 8 to 860. That's a good move. So yeah, this is a good week for anybody that bought it at 7, and you bought it at 750 or 760 and sold at 9. You made a nice little profit. But a lot of the way the real rich people get rich is they stick with a company. They stick with a Google or Microsoft or Berkshire Hathaway or something like that from the time they're a little itty bitty company all the way until they're a monster, and they just hold it for life, and never sell, unless there's some fundamental reason for you to sell, whether it's they change their philosophy or they change their beliefs, so they start lying to their customers, or they start making a bad product, or they start messing around with derivatives, or all kinds of reasons, or maybe you don't like the new management. Well, the case of PBR, the management is it's government controlled, so the management is always going to be changing. But to me, it looks like PBR is a cash cow for Brazil, and maybe something will happen to Brazil. I hope not, but as you can see, the 52-week range of this is 6 to 12. So, if you bought it at 626, congratulations, you bought it at the absolute low. And I'll just show you what the holdings I got right now is. I almost got 2,000 shares of BAK at 923. Down, I don't know, close to $300. 600 and some, and these 5, and then also Maine and KRP, and then we got our little monthly payers. We just got about $60 in, and then all these dividend challengers, these 20 dividend challengers, we got $30 a piece in there, and yeah, that's it right now. So we got 38 positions, which is kind of a lot. I rather kind of have fewer than more, but I think one thing in the Bible I had read one time, it said, divide your stuff into 8 or 9 different positions. And I kind of got 11 different positions right now. But anyway, things are looking up. definitely better than 19,000 where we were at a couple months ago. So thank you for watching.